Hello folks, this is Travis Elston down here for Elston Equine Solutions down here in the sunny Arizona desert, away from that cold, white, wet stuff up north. Travis has done that for many years. I'm very thankful to be down here with Gunner, and we got a presentation for you. What we're going to talk about is using snaffle bit and how to bridle a horse up with it. Okay, so there's a few things I think about before I go ahead and put this set of equipment onto the horse. Is I like to prepare to position for transition. That simply means I'm going to prepare my equipment before I put it on, even before I walk up to the horse. So you'll see my lead rope on this set of Macates is figured 8, nice and looped over my arm. And then I'm just going to put this with the reins and the headstall in one kit and caboodle. I'm going to rub my horse. He's hauled up right now, Mr. Gunner, and there's a lot of different ways to do it, but what I like to do is I like to take my right hand and put my reins and put the top of the crown into my thumb right here, as you can see. Then what I like to do is I like to take my fingers and place it right onto the snaffle mouthpiece. This is a missing link snaffle from Pat, which is a good one. But what I'll do is I'll come over here and I'm going to take the bit and go right behind the jowl of the mouthpiece. He'll lower his head because my forearms is between his ears. He's been trained to lower it. You'll see that my top of the crown piece is not over here, it's over here. Because what I'm simply going to do is slide it down in front of the mouth, and you see my index finger here. My fingers, my thumbs are webbed out, okay? I'm going to come up to his lips, put my thumb inside, massage the corners of the mouth, and you'll see my wrist will lift up. When my wrist lifts up, it'll go right into his mouth like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the outside of the crown piece and go to the outer ear. Then I'm going to pick up the cheek piece, bring it over top of the left ear. And I don't really squish ears or anything, I just politely ask for them to go inside of the brow band. Once I'm there, I take my Macate, I'll crisscross it over the horn, adjust the brow band, take the throat latch, lace it on. When I do the throat latch, I want to make sure I have 2 fingers that just slide like this, okay? I know that's tight enough underneath there. I don't want them stacked too, I want them horizontal, just be able to run. I definitely don't want 4 fingers underneath it, okay? Once I'm here, I'm going to take the foretop and make sure it's outside the brow band, and I have my piece of equipment ready for use, all right? Easy pleasy, easier than making flapjacks, I tell you. Very important piece of equipment to put on properly. A lot of people want to start on the inside ear. I don't like to do it because once again I like to tilt it, my piece of equipment, the headstall to the outside, put it on, and then I miss this eye, and then I pick up, once I put the ear in, I bring it over top of this eye so I'm not messing with it. It's easier to make flapjacks, ladies and gentlemen. Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. We're just going to add this to the same video with bridling of a horse and unbridling a horse. So right now we have Gunner, he's bridled up in a headstall and a Pat Puckett snaffle bit, some Macate reins with slobber strap. And we're going to show you how I unbridle it. So most of the time you're going to be in this configuration and you're going to bring in a halter with lead rope into wherever pasture you're going to lease your stall or next to your hitching post and so forth, that to be able to do the activity, okay? So first thing I like to do is I like, in this case, take the reins off of the horse's horn, slide up to the bridle right at the pole section, okay? Then what I'll do is I like to have my left hand in this crook of my arm on the lead rope on Macate, because if it starts to move, I can twist it and his butt's going to go that way, his nose comes into me, okay? While I'm putting that on, I put the lead rope right next to the Macate rein, so I do the same action. I'm going to catch up my horse, I'm gonna put my halter on to the neck of Gunner here, my great example of a horse. And then I'm gonna do the throat latch. Once the throat latch is down, I just rotate my lead rope over to. All right, folks, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the bridle off now. It's just repeat steps, or sorry, it is reverse steps of what we did to put it back on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the left side of the headstall, bring it up over the eye, clearing the left ear, so that way I'm not scraping the eyeball, okay? Then I'm gonna angle the outside, and the same thing I do with my reins, because I'm doing everything at the same time. I am going to take the right ear off. My elbows is on top of the neckline to keep his head down. And I clear the right eye, bring it out forward, and let him spit the bit out. I'm not going to force it. He spit out nice and easy like that. I'm going to retrieve it onto my left arm. Now I still have the halter here on the right side, so if he moved, all I have to do is clamp down on it, okay, until I get in position. Now there's other videos of me showing you how to put this on, so you can, I'm gonna put the link on and you can study it. What I'm gonna do is just rotate and untie the halter. I got my corral here. I'm gonna tip the nose to the left. Elbow is still on top because I like them to lower their head. And then I just tie on my halter and lead rope. And the whole time I've been standing right here at a 45-degree angle from the shoulder, so whenever I'm taking it off, putting something on, the horse gets spooked so it doesn't run me over, okay? There's no reason to take a halter off standing in front of the horse just for a safety aspect. Same thing is when I'm putting on a bridle or something, I don't put it on right here because I don't want the horse to run me over. So I'm always off here to the side, and I'll shape the horse to put something on or off, okay? So that's how it is, and that's how you do it. It's easier making flapjacks, folks. And I appreciate you tuning in this channel. Please hit like. Please hit subscribe. All right, folks, so we're at the ticks and trips of the trade. Once you get undone on bridling horse, what do? You're going to see us dunk a bit. Once we get bridling the horse, we're going to dunk it to be able to clean up the bit. The reason we do that is if you can take a look here, you'll see a whole bunch of crusties, okay? These crusties right here can affect the horse's mouth if there's open sores in there. It also tastes very bitter, so the horse remembers that, doesn't want to take the bit into their mouth, okay? So that's why we kind of brush off this crustiness to prevent it from actually gluing on to the bit itself. So you can see example there, so that's why we dunk the bit to clean it up. Now you'll see I have two bits here, and the next point I'm going to bring up, not to insult anybody's intelligence, but this is made out of stainless steel. Stainless steel, it can still get grungies on, just like this, just like that. But the biggest thing that's nice about stainless steel, it will not rust, okay? So it should not be a shock to people when you see a bit like this that used to look like this, but made out of different material and it rusts. It's designed that way, so you don't have to worry about cleaning the whole bit because it's rusting. Sweet iron is famous for that. It is designed that way to be able to make sure that the horse salivates, all right, and keeps the mouth nice and moist. And that's the biggest reasons why I'm not too concerned when a bit rusts, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna dunk the bits in the water trough and see how we clean them. All right, folks, so we're gonna grab this this bit and we're gonna dunk it inside the water trough. And I'm trying to keep the leather out of it. And I just wipe it loose. And you can see I roll the roller, on this case on this bit. Every bit's different designs, different functions, but I'll make sure it's clear. Now, there's two things that you can put on a bit to make it easier for a horse to accept and like. One of them is sugar. Some people put sugar in while it's still moist. Yeah, the hateful word moist. I just said it. Anyhow, some people put sugar on there. I'm not a sweet man. I'm kind of strong in my taste, so I'm a salty fellow. So I like to put salt on mine. So I'll just take some salt and I would just sprinkle it on while the bit mouthpiece is still kind of watered down with a thin layer. I just leave like that. What that does, folks, is some horses like sugar, some horses like salt better. You'll know your horse what their tastes are if you do it enough times, okay? Do you have to do this? Absolutely not. It's just a technique out there, especially if you got a young horse that's trying to accept the bit on a regular basis. You want him to have a positive frame of mind when taking a bit, okay? Gunner likes salt. It's a natural mineral. Sugar isn't, but you do know what horses like sugar, okay? Once again, it boils down to taste. No different than some people have a taste like a Chevys, some people like Fords. It's simple as that, okay? So anyhow, I hope this helps you out. Thank you for enjoying this this time with me as your host, Travis. And I look forward to presenting more topics to you in the future. Now you have the knowledge to become the solution. Take care now. Adios.